For our lesson, we have teaching handwriting. I'm Kennedy, this is Makai and Kobe. In the overview, our highlights the importance of handwriting instruction in early education and remediation. Provide a brief history of handwriting instruction and name a few disabilities that might affect handwriting. In history. History fact, handwriting teaching began in the ancient times. It was taught by Plato, Horace, and I don't know what it says. They were specific in their teaching instructions during this time. They were write on clay and communicate with pictures during this time.
Syndromes relate to difficulties with writing. So some of the syndromes that relate to handwriting are stuff like specific agraphia, which refers to impairment in the ability to write, where other language motor skills remain intact. It's characterized by difficulty in like spelling, grammar, handwriting, and it affects like verbal language and reading abilities. And like some of the causes is like various neurological events, including like strokes, traumatic brain injuries, or progressive neurological conditions like dementia.
And that is the part of the brain that it affects.
So graphomotors and its deficits. So graphomotor skills are the part of the fine motor skills area. So like handwriting is one of them, or how you hold a pencil is an example of fine motor skills. Helps with coordinations when writing and drawing. This allows you to your work to be legible, to read and understand for you and the person reading it. Graphomotor skills disorders can cause problems with processing memory, muscle coordination, and even how individuals perceive and orient themselves in relation to printed languages.
And the pictures down here are like tools you can use to help children who like lack in their area. Having like all the circles and squiggly lines causes a child to like actually take their time and like move, cause you know most letters have curves, like a S. So having them to do like the squigglies and stuff like that, that's a good way. Or you can have like cards and like a dry erase marker and have them to like actually like trace the 7 or something like that.
So an example of like a disorder is dysgraphia. It's not a motor weakness, but it's a cognitive side effect that only deals with handwriting. That not only deals with handwriting, but affects grammar, spelling, punctuations, and structure, and so much more. All this can lead to a child having a hard time putting their thoughts into words. So there's different types of dysgraphia. There's dyslexic, motor, phonological, lexical, and spatial.
I'm sorry, I'm not connected to my hotspot. That's why the video's not showing.
A key aspect of writing is being able to transcribe your thoughts into text. To do that, you need to use a set of basic but vital writing skills that include handwriting, typing, and spelling. When kids struggle with these skills, it can have an impact on how well they learn and perform at school. Some professionals and parents refer to these challenges as dysgraphia. Having poor transcription skills makes it hard for kids to do written work, copy notes from the board, and perform well on tests. The writing is usually messy and hard to read, whether they're doing math problems, writing an essay, or taking a short answer quiz. But while these challenges can affect learning, it's important to know they have nothing to do with intelligence. The various transcription skills are related, so it's not unusual for kids to have difficulty with more than one. For instance, handwriting is related to spelling. When kids spell out words, they need to remember the letter forms for each letter and the motor planning involved in making each letter. They also need to remember the associations between letters and their sounds. When those skills are weak, both spelling and handwriting suffer. We also know that kids with writing difficulties typically have other challenges as well. Some of the most common issues that co-occur are dyslexia, ADHD, and motor skills problems like developmental coordination disorder. It's important to get to the bottom of your child's writing issues in order to know how to address them. Having a full evaluation for learning and attention issues will show specific areas of weakness and can lead to effective services both in and out of school. Those services will depend on your child's specific challenges. You can also help your child at home. There are fun ways to work on handwriting, spelling, and typing skills that won't feel like extra work to your child. You can search for games, apps, and software that promote these skills. But the most important thing you can do is reassure your child that writing problems can improve, no matter what's causing them. Having your support and encouragement can help your child feel more confident and motivated to work on their writing challenges.
Another type of syndrome is finger agnosia, which is the inability of distinguishing one's own fingers or the fingers of others. So like I might get mixed up with like my hands are like which finger is most appropriate during the context. They might be still, or they might be able to still use them normally. It's a neurological condition where the brain struggles to recognize individual fingers, impacting their ability to name, move, or even touch specific fingers. This could also affect the way they hold a pencil. Some of the symptoms is individuals with agnosia might have difficulty naming their own fingers or the fingers of others, moving fingers by hand or pointing to the named fingers, identifying fingers or on a drawing or picture, or recognizing which fingers are being touched while blindfolded.
This video that we placed in the slide is like a video to also help kids who struggle with recognizing their fingers. Or this could also be a way that a parent could catch it early on, because you know this is most likely a preschool song, so a parent could catch it early on. We're not gonna listen to the whole song.
Finger family, finger family. Daddy's finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Mama's finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Brother's finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Sister's finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Baby's finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Family, where are you? Here we are, how do you do? With us, finger family, finger family.
So we'll stop right there, but technically the song plays it long enough to do this hand and this hand.
Teaching print versus cursive. Print and handwriting. Print introduces children to the letter forms they will need to recognize as they begin to learn to read. The typeface used in the basic reading is more likely to be print than cursive appearance. So you know how you print versus writing your signature. And then cursive handwriting. Cursive handwriting provides direction movement from left to right, provides unique letter shapes that are not mirrored images of other letters. So I know we learned cursive in like second grade, but I know it's more so, they may learn it in a higher grade now. But I know,
If they still teach.
right, I don't know if they still even learn cursive.
In Alabama, it's a third grade standard. You
Yes.
start
Okay, so they did
learning
move
the
it up.
motions in
Mhm.
second grade,
I
but
was
you
like, that makes
actually have to
sense.
do it.
Oh, I thought they took it out.
Mm-mm.
Unless they have, since I left last year.
Yeah, most of the time when I started writing, we did trace the letters first before we actually wrote them out. How to help your students become better writers? Steps. Step one, ready reference. In the classroom, you should have an alphabet card posted on the wall to help them learn with letters and provide line paper for the students to put their correct capital letter and lowercase letters on the right line. Then you have step two, the posture. Poor body posture can significantly interfere with the ease of hand coordinating and movement in writing. I know I have bad posture sometimes, so I know with me, I like to sit up straight and put the paper down. Cause I know if you slouch, sometimes your handwriting will slouch with you. And proper pencil grasp. In my third grade class, my teacher gave them like, what's the thing, right with the little pencil grip, the grip on there to make sure they was right and have their pencil up straight to help. And then paper for sure, with wide ruled paper, so they can practice stating their lines. Any questions?